What is up, guys? So today I have a quick recipe video that we can do. It's with potatoes, sweet potatoes, white potatoes, or both. I'm going to show you both, and it's a quick recipe. You can make little sweet potato fries or white potato fries strips in a pan. Now, it shouldn't take too long. The total recipe takes about between 20 and 30 minutes. Total, depends how long it takes you to set up and clean up and everything. But it's quick and easy. You can make it, and you can kind of store them for, tomorrow, for the next day, whatever. Or you can make them for right now. So let's get into it. As you see I have here, they're not long like fries, so I cut it in half first. But I'm going to show you kind of what I do and how I kind of put these on a pan and cook them up and have them like they're nice little like dippable pieces of potato, and they get cooked up nice. And I'm going to show you how to do it. So first we cut it up into fairly thin slices. We cut up the sweet potato first. I'm going to cut up the white potato right now. Okay, so next step, we're going to cut up the white potato right now. Also, by the way, we have a pan, a non-stick pan, heating up at the moment. So I'm going to cut this in half first. It's a little softer than the sweet potato. Now what I like to do is I like to cut this into, the first piece is going to be pretty thin. You may want to toss it if you like the end, perfectly fine. I like the end, so I'm going to keep it. And then you like to cut them into, similar thickness as the sweet potato. You want to make sure they're all about the same thickness, because if you do that, then they all should cook in about the same time. Be careful with your fingers. I really am not great with knives, so you may be cringing while I cut this if you're more experienced, but hopefully I'll be able to get it out of here with all my fingers. Alright, that looks pretty good. That was a little thick, but we're going to keep it. Okay, so now we have all the pieces of potato ready to go. So I have a half a sweet potato here and a white potato. I'm going to weigh them out and tell you exactly how many calories are in each. So for the sweet potatoes, we have 150 calories approximately. We have 6.5 ounces of sweet potatoes. It's approximately 150 calories and approximately 34 carbs. The white potato, we have about 140 calories, about 6.5 ounces, just about, and then that is going to be approximately 30 carbs. So we're looking at about 65 carb approximately for this whole meal, about 10 or so protein, 65 carb, and we're looking at approximately 290 calories. I'll round it up to 300 calories. Now all I'm going to do is add a little bit of this Kirkland cooking spray 0 calorie to this pan that's heated up now. And then put the potatoes on in strips, hopefully fill up the entire pan, and then we should be good. We should just let them cook, and then as they kind of brown up, you flip them around, and then I will show you the secret ingredient to this in a second. So they didn't quite all fit in as I wanted to. I had a little extra, but it's fine. They kind of shrink a little bit, as you'll see as I cook. They shrink down a little bit, and then so there'll be some more room as we go. But either way, this is still fine. They're still going to cook fairly close to want it. So we have it on a low heat, 3. I'm going to up that as we see as it goes. The key ingredient right here is the ground cinnamon. Now I'm going to add the cinnamon to the top of these. Now especially the cinnamon is good on the sweet potatoes. If you guys are familiar with cinnamon sweet potatoes with some butter or some cinnamon sugar. So the sweet potatoes have they're pretty sweet to begin with, at least in my opinion. So you put a little cinnamon on that, and it really sweetens them up, and it really brings out the sweetness, and it tastes really good. And I'm going to put it on white potatoes as well, just because why not? Guys, a little mini update here. I just put a little lid on this. Just kind of keep the heat in, trap it in, and see if that helps cook it a little faster. Not sure if it really does anything, but I'm putting it on for now, and we'll see. Update here, guys. Everything's still kind of hard, so you don't want to, they're not nearly done. I'm just going to get a little peek. They're starting to soften up a little bit. Sweet potatoes are a little harder, but it's starting to shrink down like I kind of thought was going to happen. So there's a little more room on the pan now, but everything's kind of going along. This does take a while. You can slowly up the heat. I wouldn't go much higher than like medium or upper medium. Like I'm on a 5. I wouldn't go much higher than a 6. You don't want to burn them and then have the actual inside of the potato not actually cooked. You want it to be cooked through and then have a little bit of a crisp edge. Okay, so it's been about 10-15 minutes now, and I'm going to flip them around because they are starting to get a little soft on the inside, so that's pretty much a sign that they're almost done. And then now you can flip them over so that, oh shit, almost burned myself there. Yeah, so now you can flip them over so that the other side gets a little cooked and heats up. And I will check back with you guys when it's all done. Okay guys, so that's pretty much it. Now we're about 20 minutes in, so depending on how crispy you like them, you can do 20 to 30 minutes, flip them a couple times if you want. But once they are soft enough where you can kind of stick a fork through them really nice and easily, and they start crisping up, kind of like this guy right here, you know, crisping up around the edges and stuff. That's it. If you want to go a little crispier, you know, if that's what you like, go ahead. It's kind of up to you how far you want to take them. So I'm going to give them a few more seconds here, and then I'm going to take them off and test them out. Guys, so it's time for the taste test. So now, let's see how these guys came out. Now I know the cinnamon is going to taste very good on the sweet potatoes. I'm not sure how it's going to go on the white, but we're going to find out. Also, salt. Definitely could put that on the beginning. I chose not to because I have some salty or higher sodium dipping sauces. I just have ketchup and some honey mustard. Pretty straightforward. You can get some lower calorie ketchup, they have that. Or you could choose to not have any sauce at all. Completely up to you. So I'm going to try the white potato first with the ketchup. It's good. Now, also, if you don't like the skin the potatoes before. I enjoy it. I don't have a problem with it. So I keep it on. Now I'm going to try the sweet potato. That's good. Yeah. Oh, it's very good. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap up the video. The whole recipe, we have 290 calories worth of potatoes. Dipping sauces will be extra. It's 290 calories, about 75 carb, about 10 protein, and minimal fat. So that's it for you guys. If you liked the video, share it, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.